All right, guys, I'm back. Had a long day today. Cut down 3 trees. I think 2 were 20 foot and 1 was like 30 something foot. Chopped them up pretty good as well. I gotta work. I can't just do this pool stuff all the time, but I have to do pool stuff too because that's our first season, So let's talk about this a little bit. This pump. So since I got this pump running with this line, I've been able to vacuum and just piss it out onto this old broken deck that's getting busted up and onto this grass. And there's not too many chemicals in the pool because I filled it up again with just water and never put chemicals in, so I could vacuum and get it all out, because I have to keep putting water in, then vacuum all the crap out, then water in, put all the crap out. I'm gonna try to capture on film some of this green sludge that is coming out of here, so you see all the stuff I'm fighting with. It's so difficult. I'll never let the pool go again if it comes back up. I'm sweating so bad, man. The sweat bugs are getting me. It's like 90 degrees for a week, in the 90s. All right, so I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you guys what I've learned so far. So pay attention to some of these tricks, because if you do these wrong, you'll think something else and it's not what's happening. So I'm gonna take this piece apart. I actually took this apart and I left it overnight, and then it got knocked over and I couldn't remember which piece was supposed to go which way, and it says backwash, but it's coming out the filter, and when I put it on filter, it's coming out the backwash. So I did a complete 180, which means I have to take the handle off again, unbolt this from the bottom, pull all the stuff out, rotate the spider gasket in here, and then put all this back together. Now I don't know if that's what's wrong, because when I put the garden hose in and I put it on backwash, it comes out the filter. When I put it on filter, it comes out the backwash. So I know it's completely backwards, but the filter is working. But when I disconnect it from here, then I can suck it from the pool. So I don't know. Does that mean the pump is on its way out? Does that mean like there's a 1 filter or 1 horsepower pump? Does that mean the pump is like, down to a half a horsepower? Maybe it's not working enough, or the line I have from here. So let's look at the line I have from here. Is the line I'm using here, this line, that 1 long solid piece. So maybe because it's working with this one, so I got a second one. I got this one for free. This is only a 3/4 horsepower outside the pool pump. And this one also went to a small sand filter like that, but it didn't come with the filter. I just got the pump. So what I did was I just connected the line in. I got the little vacuum on. I stick that in. I put the hose in this little thing until it rushes all the water through the line and gets the bubbles out. And then when this starts to fill up, I take the hose off. I hurry up and close this, and I turn it on, and that seems to keep it in prime, and it sucks, but it doesn't suck very strong. I get maybe about half the flow I would think I would get out. So are we thinking maybe there's like holes in this line? Like this line is bad? Because somebody gave me that for free as well. Like I got the filter, some of this like out of ground pool stuff, like you see how small it is? But that shouldn't matter with the vacuum. But I am getting nasty green stuff out. So let's look at this side. So this side's kind of dark. You can see where I vacuumed over here where it's lighter. And then in the middle there, if you can see, it's a little darker there. And then I didn't vacuum one side over there, just because if people came over, I wanted to be like, hey, look, I vacuumed. I didn't vacuum that one little square. It's very dark. But the vacuum has a brush on it. So as it's brushing, it's also knocking all this loose. So I'm vacuuming a lot. You see the water level has come down. So I'm filling the water again. So in the next few hours, once I'm done vacuuming, hopefully this water will come up tonight, and then I can skim all this nasty stuff off. And I think we're in a very better position of what's going on. Now we still have the little pump over there, the 1 pump, the 1 horsepower pump hooked up to the glass filter. So my buddy's supposed to come over Monday and look at it because he has the same exact setup for his out of ground pool. So he's gonna tell me what I can do to get the proper thing to go into my pool. I might have to put a solid line like right there and then dump it down in to get at the filter or whatever. I just want that for the vacuum because I don't want to lose the water. I want it to filter into this and then I could just backwash every once in a while. But I digress. This is where we're at. So 3/4 hayward here, given to me for free. I don't know if it works great or whatever. I did use it to vacuum the small section and the big section yesterday. And you see it has a brush on it, so it pushed up all this algae again. So we're about to run the skimmer after I vacuum one more time. Oh, this pool has been killing me, man. So we got the line, the brush, the pole, and I had this big, heavy drain line on it, right? So because it's so heavy and so thick, it wasn't just, you see how this one just comes up, a wee little one comes over? This line was this tall. Well, I gotta turn my music off so we don't get copyright. All right, so it was like this. Let me see if I can zoom out for you guys. Okay, so you see how this one's like only right there, a couple inches. This one's so heavy, it was like this high. And I think it was having trouble because it was trying to push the water up so high to come back down to flow through that long pipe. So now I put this little flimsy exhaust, on it because we're not going through a filter, we're just kicking it out. And I don't care about this deck, we're ripping all this deck out. So we're gonna be able to see all the green nasty, and I hope it suctions more this way because it's got less pressure to push up through that heavy pipe and less pipe. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it ready. I'm gonna put the camera on when I'm vacuuming so you could see it working. At the very beginning, I'm gonna see if I can get some of the green stuff and see if we can get it out right there. So you can see, actually I want it to be on this wood so you can see all the nastiness that's coming through. So I'm gonna set the camera up for that first. I'm gonna stick the garden hose in this, put this in the water, stick the garden hose in this, run water until there's no more water in the line here. And then I'm going to hurry up and put the lid on, turn it on, because this pump actually has a turn on valve right here. You can turn it on and off. Ah, that's weird. See, the other one doesn't have that. This is a 3/4 pump and it has an on and off switch. The other one only has, once you plug it in, it's on all the time. I don't like that. I like this because I could take it wherever I'm going to take it. You know what I mean? So let me get this ready and all done. And as soon as we're pumping out some slime, I'll show it to you. Okay, so here's our little skimmer. So when we first moved here, the pool only had one skimmer on the top of the pool here and had no bottom drain. I don't know how they ever cleaned the pool or drained the water out and did anything, like drained some of the water and refill. I don't know how they did any of that. But when I took the water, there was no water actually in here. There was a busted up old liner, but I ripped the liner out. I had a company come in and put the new liner in. The new liner, the new pump, all the plumbing, all the pipes, the digging of the dirt, everything, and all those 1,000 paper stones came out to $6,500. That's where we're at on a $10,000 pool. But I bought this thing because I was, oh, look at that. There's a lot of nasties in there. You see all them little beetles and all that. So I guess the skimmer's working a little bit, but not as good as it should. But that's kind of nasty. Let's get some of that out. I want to show you. There's a thing down in here. So I bought this. Now this is called, I think this is called Pool RX, and this is the one that's called the Plus. It's like $10 more. It's a little better. This has blue stuff in it. If I can get some of it to come out. I don't think it's anymore if it's coming out, but you can see like through the mesh. There's like chemicals in there. And they said to just drop this in the skimmer. Oh, I see some stuff. I see some stuff dropping out in there. You see the little stuff there dropping out. It's like colored. So we're gonna go ahead and put this back in there. And as the skimmer goes, that has algicide and a couple other chemicals in there. It's supposed to be for a whole season. Now, if you live in an area where it's super hot, like Florida or something, then you might have to get a booster, you know, like your last month or so, which the boosters are really cheap, but I've heard bad things about them. So I live in New Jersey where it only gets to about 90, 95 maximum on a really hot day. Usually about 85 is our going summer day. So this is going to be okay. I really believe that this has helped the pool a lot. If you have used this Pool RX or whatever it's called, please leave me a comment down below and tell me your story, whether it's a good story or a horror story, because this is my first time using it and I have no idea. It's got a copper thing in here, like an ionizer. I did see that they make these floating copper ionizer things. It's supposed to help the water, but some people say it stains the pool. I just don't know, because this is my first pool ever. I was in the military my whole life. We didn't have pools. So this is my responsibility now. I have to do this. So please tell me, you know, yeah, use this. I love it. It works. You buy one every year. It's great. It helps. Or tell me, no, I bought this. It stained my liner. It was crap. It didn't do anything. I'd like to hear what you guys are saying about this. So now that you know about a little bit more where we're at, the water is looking better. I mean, it's not brown black anymore. It's more like a teal now, but it's still cloudy.